these faces are very different from each other because the amount of stress in the life of these people. So maybe if I can pull this one guy's face up here and isolate, you can see that face a little bit better now. Those faces are different because stress is different. The time period they're almost like completely different people. The time period between these photographs is just 3 months. And what happened is this guy, in this week, like within days of this photograph, 2 episodes of CPR on his chest because he had full cardiac arrest, 2 complete heart attacks. This guy died basically twice and was saved by CPR and had stents. So he was in a job doing film editing. He hated his job, super stressed out, and he left it. And look at the impact when he left his job. And what he did was he went and took a job that was previously his hobby on the side, working with leather craft, and he created costumes for the film industry instead of doing film editing. So now he's doing what he loved, and he was outdoors. He did this craftsmanship. He was fulfilled, and it manifested in his face. So stress, you got to be able to analyze your situation and see where stress is causing you, is present in your life. And so I liken stress to lions and tigers. I try to give practical example for my clients. So when they show up to me and we're talking about stress, I say, whatever your lions and tigers are, you got to kill them. You got to get rid of them. Well, sometimes you can't get rid of a lion and tiger. It's just a stressor. So it might be, you're stuck in a job. You got a very bad report. Something happened, and you may not be able to fix it. It's just so. Sometimes you have to migrate away from those lions and tigers. Get away from them. If you can't kill them, get away from them. So get a new job. Migrate. But if you can't migrate and you can't kill them, then you got to deal with them. You got to respond to them. So let's look to nature. So an example of those lions and tigers, they don't really go after us too much because we're civilized and we live in concrete buildings now. But they go after antelopes. So let's look at what an antelope, how does an antelope, which is the natural prey of a lion or tiger, cope with this stressful milling around of these lions and tigers around in the periphery, causing those little antelopes to develop cortisol and be stressed out. How does it abate that cortisol? Sprinting. So when those lion and tigers attack and finally go after the herd of antelopes, they're sprinting to get away. And they're actually improved, benefited from the attack. You see, by the body getting that maximum intensity exercise in that sprint, it reduces the cortisol in that antelope, and the antelope lowers that cortisol and is made healthier by the attack. Even if it's not a direct attack on it, it's still got to sprint, get away. And so even if it's the one it's chasing and that antelope gets away, that thing is going to be really benefited. So what does that mean to you if you're listening today? If you're stuck in a job, you're stuck with a stressful situation, a bankruptcy, a sick child, you got to deal with the stress of that by doing maximum intensity exercise. So I tell my clients, drop and do 25, 50 push-ups, 100 push-ups. Do 10 pull-ups, 1 pull-up, 1 assisted pull-up, whatever you can do, some maximum intensity exercise, very intense, maximally intense, brief and infrequent to abate that cortisol. So that's my example for the stressful response.
If you enjoyed that clip, press here for the full episode. I'll see you over there.
Nothing that I'm aware of as a physician whose passion is to help people become the best biological versions of themselves possible, to optimize their health.